please don't hate me for this video. What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here. Alright guys, I've been promising you this video when I talked about how Henry Cavill mentioned when he was doing promotion for Mission Impossible Fallout. He was talking to Empire Magazine, and he basically talked, they of course asked him about the whole mustache debacle that we saw in Justice League, and having him in 2 movies where he needed the mustache, and of course one where he didn't need the mustache. And, we got this, we got Superman smush face, and, of course, he answered about that. But he also talked about the marketing. He talked about the marketing as well, and he found it kind of ridiculous, too, because obviously we know that, Superman died in Batman vs. Superman, previous film, and having him in the marketing and having him do, press and stuff like that was, he didn't really like it. He thought it was kind of ridiculous, and I thought about that, and I've been actually thinking about doing this video for a while, because I always wonder, did having the absence of Superman in the marketing, or most of the marketing of Justice League, did it hurt the overall box office? And I reached out to you guys on Twitter. I only did it for an hour, but I got a pretty good response. And here's the final results right here for the poll. And it's 60-40, which I was actually surprised. Pleasantly surprised, because I thought it was going to be a wider gap. Because I knew mainly people were going to say that no, they had nothing to do with it, but I thought it would be a wider gap, and I'm actually pleasantly surprised, because I'm here to say that, yes, not having Superman in the marketing did hurt the Justice League box office. You gotta realize, guys, that our little community that we have, that's online and everything, comic book community and everything, and just straight up fans of the DCU, we are a super small percentage of the overall moviegoers out there, okay? I'm talking about single-digit percentages, probably 1% of it. So when it came to marketing for this movie, and I've even heard people too who are not into this and who I have to explain shit to. They were like, why is there no Superman? What's going on with Superman? Oh, he died in the last movie? Well, that's fucking stupid. Not to mention the Batman vs. Superman reception of him being killed. Some people didn't like that either. Normal moviegoers really didn't like that. I have friends of mine that saw Batman vs. Superman but did not see Justice League. They still have not seen it yet, because they kind of just lost interest. So, of course, Batman vs. Superman had an effect as well, but when you're seeing marketing and you're seeing Justice League, and who's the leader of Justice League? Well, it's supposed to be Superman, but he's absent. Now, to get people back, because I probably pissed some people off, and people are like, fuck this guy, I'm unsubscribing. This is not what I watch his videos for. He's supposed to not say stuff like this. But let me just say this, though. I wonder, before Snyder walked away from all the bullshit, I'm wondering if him and his people had an idea for the marketing. Because if you look at the trailers, even though, of course, there's no Superman or anything like that, it just looks like, there's a lot of hey, Superman, beacon of hope, Superman. A lot of things were mentioning Superman in those trailers. I think they could have probably centered it maybe a little bit more with the trailers, but that Heroes trailer really showed a lot of stuff. But, just showing, they probably could have, it probably would have helped in the trailers, maybe if they showed some flashbacks, show them doing some, good things and everything, not just have them absent, but showing flashbacks. That probably would have helped. That definitely would have helped. And I'm wondering if, like I said, Snyder and his crew had an idea of how are they going to promote this. And I wonder, too, because a lot of people are going well, I got the response a lot hey, we all knew he was coming back. Of course it's not going to affect shit. Yes, we did. The small 1% or whatever the hell it is. Yes, we knew that he was coming back, but normal moviegoers, they don't know this shit. They didn't know that he was coming back, okay? You know how many times I had to defend that Batman was going to take on Superman and Batman vs. Superman? How is that possible, Dave? There's no way. You just could flick him and everything. I had to, explain many, many times and defend that it works and it's badass. No, Dave, it was Warner Brothers and Joss Whedon who fucked up the box office with the quality of their movie. No. Now that part, you're sliver right, because obviously what we saw, there was not a lot of repeat visitors, okay? Now, if the movie that we wanted was there, a lot of us probably would have been 3 or 4 times. I saw it twice. A lot of people I know actually did see it twice. They were repeaters. But yes, if the movie was actually really good, we would have had a lot of repeat visits, and then of course there would have been a little more word of mouth. So yeah, partially right, but I'm talking about the initial opening weekend, which is 92 million, whatever the fuck it was. I mean, that's just bad. But I wonder if like Warner Brothers was just like, what do we do? What do we do? You got to show the whole group, because remember, the very first image that we saw of Justice League, Superman's right there. And I'm wondering if that Cavill's like, well, why are we doing that? We got to leave some mystery going. It's just like, they probably shouldn't have had him right there. They should have had, I don't know. It's very difficult. They were put in a difficult spot a little bit, and killing Superman like that. But they really should have shown that in those trailers that, hey, look, he did. I mean, they did show it in a way, but actually show flashbacks. Maybe that just would have helped. I don't know. But, but you can't just sit there and say and claim like, no, like having no Superman didn't have any effect. It did, guys. No matter what, if you don't believe it or not, you can hate me for it. That's fine. But it did. Because we got to realize that as many, I've seen many people, look at how many people like this tweet or retweeted this tweet. And I'm going, yeah, it's in the thousands. It's not in like the hundred of the thousands. We're a very, very, very small group, okay? They do still have to appeal to the masses out there. But I love our little small community. I really do. You guys are awesome. I love getting, messages from all around the world, supporting for the Snyder Cut and supporting, the DCEU and everything like that. I absolutely love that. I'm glad that we can all discuss these movies and say what we love about them. And I love the fact that Snyder is also answering, confirming theories and saying, answering questions on Vero. It's great. It's a great little tight-knit community. But when overall, we're a small group. We're definitely a small group. And yes, not having Superman in there definitely did hurt it. It did hurt it. And even, the little backlash from Batman vs Superman hurt it as well. So it sucks, though. Punches you right in the gut, because it's just, I want to see that Snyder Cut. You guys want to see that Snyder Cut. But we can't ignore that, they were kind of, pushed back against the wall. And, that just shows that killing Superman in the second movie was pretty ambitious. Pretty damn ambitious. Because I don't think any of us saw it coming. I mean, when I was in the theater, I went, oh my God, they're going to do it. As soon as he was saying that thing to Lois, I was like, oh my God, they're actually going to do it. And I turned to my friend, they're going to do it. They're going to kill Superman. Oh my God. I mean, I know there was suspicions, obviously, because they were fighting Doomsday and everything. But it was just, it was just a lot of things. And sadly, that's just the case. But let me know your thoughts about it down below, guys. What do you think about all this? Like I said, don't hate me. I'm just looking at everything as a whole. All right? Let me know down below. Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel. Visit filmjunkie.com for all my content. And, of course, visit the closet for shirts and stickers. All right, guys?